everybody. I hope everybody is fantastic today. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm actually on the road over the last couple of days. I'm interstate. So today won't be a huge Facebook Live because I actually need to get out of the hotel room and get on the road. But I hope everybody's really fantastic. And one of the things that popped in my head this morning was, how are you talking to yourself when you wake up? I realized that when I woke up this morning, I felt so good and rejuvenated and feeling really refreshed because I have had a couple of days away from Melbourne and everything that's going on in Melbourne. I hope everybody that is in Melbourne is staying safe. The other thing that's popped into my head too is that Victoria was the last state to get this wonderful virus, so it only makes sense that Victoria would be the last to actually get rid of it as well. So I hope everyone's staying safe. Yet I woke up this morning, and I always wake up and I actually let myself know that I feel so grateful that I'm alive. I feel so happy that I'm going to have an amazing day, that I feel really good, and give my body a stretch and stuff even before I get out of bed. Good morning, Jen. And I'm just really curious at how you guys actually talk to yourselves when you're just like, you've just woken up, like it's just a brand new day, you're just waking up. What are you saying to yourself? Are you saying to yourself that you're tired and you don't want to get out of bed and it's all crap and all the rest of it? Or are you actually talking like I am? I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm going to have a great day. I feel so fantastic. I'm so grateful that I've woken up, and I'm really, really looking forward to having a fantastic day. Like, one of the things that when I was taking my kids to school in the mornings, we used to actually do affirmation runs, and because I had 5 in primary school all at the same time, everyone would actually take it in turns to actually have a positive affirmation, and then everybody else in the car would repeat it. So one would go, I'm going to have a great day, and all the rest of us would go, I'm going to have a great day. And then they usually got like 2 or 3 little positive affirmations, and everyone repeated it in the car. It's a fantastic way to get everybody's vibration up and everybody's happiness up for the day. And it also helps kids get themselves right for the day as well. So I'm really curious at how you actually speak to yourself and get yourself ready for the day. So, oh, Yarra Valley. Oh, thank you, Georgia. Thank you so much for actually letting me know that you're loving the Facebook Lives. I am enjoying doing them for you all. So, I'm going to have a quick look at emails and see what we have here. So we have one from Deb. Do you see my husband and I travelling overseas in the next few years for his singing? Thanks, Deb. This is off email. This is also to do with Nick. Do I see your husband and you travelling overseas in the next few years for singing? Oh, it's really interesting, this question. Like, it feels like there's a couple of parts to this question. It feels like, yes, you're definitely going to be travelling, yet I'm not sure if it's going to be traveling for singing, but I do see you singing. I think there's going to be an opportunity to go overseas anyway, but I'm not sure if it's in the way that you're actually asking me. But I do see an opportunity to sing, which will also open doors, they're saying. But I just don't think it's going to be in the way that you're asking. But yeah, I do see you going overseas in a couple of years and singing, but I don't feel it's going overseas for singing, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Do you see our family starting our own business, and if so, what area? It feels like it's definitely not the right timing yet to start this family business. It feels like there will be an opportunity coming. Feels like there'll be an opportunity coming for you to start your own business. Excuse me. But it feels like it's going to fall into place. It feels like it's something that you can't push. This is just something that you can't push. I know you really want to do it and it really wants to happen. Yet it feels like it's something that you can't push, because if you push it, it's not going to work. But waiting for that space for it just to open up for you will actually work quite well, Deb. And inside what area? I see a lot of trees, so that would indicate to me more outskirts. I'm not sure what business it is, but it feels like there's a lot of trees around, so it feels like more the outer skirts. I think there's the thoughts of going inner a little bit, because that's going to be better, but the reality is it's not. The people that need you and that you will be serving will actually come to you. Sometimes we make ourselves we think that we've got to do things a certain way, but then it ends up working out better a different way. But I see lots of trees, Deb. Just having a look at this when I started up. So Deb says, hi, I'm a manager of a successful service that I started up for a company and have now been offered the opportunity to start up another new service with a different company in December, January. Do I make the move? They're saying yes. It's a very big yes, actually. It feels like it's going to open new doors, and it feels like it's that next level of training for you that you're seeking and looking for. So yeah, it's a very big yes, Deb. It's a good move. It feels like it's very supportive. I know the place that you're at is supportive as well, but it feels like it's time for the move. I hope that helps. So our next questions are from Sienna. Can you tell me who walks with me? Do we share a past life together? What era are they from? What kind of guide are they? Let's have a look at this. Can you tell me who walks with me? Savannah, you've got like 2 to 3 that walk with you, but it feels like one pops out quite regularly. Do you share a past life together? No, I don't feel like you guys do, like the guides on the other side do. What kind of guide are they? Guides tend to be either people that have passed over and they've sort of hung around on the earth to help other people, or you get the angels and stuff with you as well. There is angels, always with you as well. But it feels like the guides you're actually talking about, there's like 2 to 3 that sort of, one pops in and out quite regularly, so he's like not needing to be paid attention to, if that makes sense. The other 2 that walk with you, no, I don't feel like you have past lives with them. What kind of guide are they? It feels like one's there to keep you on track, like, because we get guide changeovers, like depending on what we're doing in our lives, we will actually get a guide changeover to get us moving forward to where we need to be. Or if we're going through a really hard time and we've asked for a bit of help, they'll actually pull in a different guide in order to support us as well. Yes, we tend to have, our guardian angel that walks with us that doesn't change, but the guides tend to be chosen by the other side to what you're needing as well. So it feels like one of them's there definitely to help you keep on track. It feels like you can tend to get a little bit in your head and a little bit distracted by things, or go off in different tangents and want to do different things. It feels like one of them's there to keep you on track and to keep you aligned to where you're supposed to be going. The other dude, I call him dude sometimes. They haven't kicked up a stink yet. Oh, actually, no, some of them have actually asked for a little bit more like respect, but they're actually quite older gentlemen, very older guides, and I'm happy to give them that respect, totally. The other one, it definitely doesn't feel like family members. It's not anyone that you know that walks with you. The other guide that is with you it's like he's there to give you a little bit of positive up. It feels like sometimes that down point that you get seems to be, it goes to a little bit too low, and it feels like he's there to actually keep you popped up a little bit. It's a very nice balance, Savannah. It's a very nice balance for you. Do they want to communicate? Yes, they do. Of course, they always want to communicate. They can't really step in unless we actually really ask for the help. That's why they stand there going, please ask for the help. And quite often we ask for help for everybody else, but we forget to ask for help for us. So please remember to ask for help for yourself. Do they want to communicate? How can I communicate? who walks with me. So, Savannah, what they're actually showing me is one of the best ways to do communication with them is like for you, it would be automatic writing. And automatic writing doesn't always work for everybody, yet it's a fantastic skill to play with as well. But you must make sure that you're in a protected space. So you must make sure that the room that you're doing it is sage. Make sure it's gridded, because you only want the highest of the guides there with you to help you. You've got to ask for one guide to communicate with you, not all of them, just the one. And you get a piece of paper and you go like into a bit of a meditation, connecting with them, connecting with the light, and you basically just ask any questions, but you ask them to utilize your hand. So they're not injuring you, they're not affecting you in any way, they're just utilizing your hand, and you can ask them questions in that space and you'll get answers from them. It feels like doing that will actually start sparking up a little bit more of a communication with them and actually understanding with them as well. But they're communicating with you too. I mean, they're doing it without even you realizing it. You're answering them without even realizing it. So just keep doing what you're doing. But automatic writing seems to be the way to go with that. Even journaling, like doing a big brain dump, will actually make a big difference, because it helps you like get the heaviness and stuff out of your head. I keep having this feeling like I'm going to win a big sum of money. Is this something that I am imagining, wishing, or willing to happen to drastically improve my finances this year? Whew, I love lottery ones. Not. Sometimes you don't get that information. Savannah, it feels like finances are going to improve. I'm not sure if it's like a winning type thing, a large sum of money, but I do feel like there's better financial stuff happening this year. So I hope that makes sense for you. So Georgia, I just wanted some guidance into our living arrangements. We are considering selling because of a needing of more land and a bigger house, but we aren't finding a house or on a plan in place, just constant bad news. Thank you so much. Georgia, whew, feels like there's blockages there. It feels like there's something greater blocking that desire, that move. It feels like to me that there's as much as you guys are wanting it, it still feels like there's a lot of unsureness within wanting it or making the move. It feels like you've just got to make the decision, and it's like once you make a decision, things will open up. Yet it also feels like a very big timing thing for you guys. It's a big timing thing. They're showing me that they've got your back. So however you choose to do it, they've got your back. Yet I'd really be doing a lemon. I'd be doing a lemon and actually pinning anything that's actually blocking or stopping you from moving on, because it feels like there's something energetically blocking the move, or blocking the moving forward. Thank you. I'd also call upon the energy of Ganesh. He's a remover of obstacles. It feels like sending him through whatever path that is. He'll actually clear some blockages as well. But actually putting a lemon in, I'd be popping a lemon and popping a pin in for yourself and your partner as well, and any other family members that are actually blocking or stopping you moving, because it feels like something's going on with other family members. But pinning all of that and trusting in the timing, because I do see you moving and I do see you being quite happy, yet doing it in the way that supports you guys and not actually pushing. It'll happen. I know it's so frustrating when you really want something to happen so much, but it just all comes down to timing. So trust in the timing of that. And I wouldn't say it's bad news. I'd actually look at it a little bit differently and going, okay, that's not the one for us. That's not the one or the right time for us, and our one will actually just present itself. Because I think that's going to be moving that through a little bit more Hope that helps, Georgia. Alana Mooroolbark. Ooh, I'm going back to Mooroolbark. Ruth, when will I be able to start feeling like me? I miss my old, fun, excited, energized me. I feel tired, drained all the time. I know I need to go back to the fit and healthy me, but I can't get motivated to do it. Ruth, the first thing that pops into my head with that is, how's your iron levels? It feels like your body's not absorbing the iron that you are taking, or not having enough. It feels like that will actually help it a little bit as well, a little bit more extra vitamin C somehow to help absorb the iron as well. I feel like we've too, I'm so tired and drained all the time. There's a lot of shifts happening at the moment, and it's not exactly like the world or everything's like allowing you to get up and get out and keep going. There's a lot of shifts happening at the moment, Ruth and Jen, because it's bringing up your shit. Yeah, the moons, the full moons, and new moons, it's all designed at the moment to bring up your shit. The eclipses we're having, everything like that, it's designed to bring up your shit. And quite often we don't like our shit. We don't like what makes us feel bad, so we try to squash it down or ignore it. But the reality of it is it's there, and it wants to talk to you. It wants to say something to you. Ruth, I do feel like there's something going on with your crown chakra and your upper chakras. It feels like they're not quite doing what they're supposed to be doing for you. It feels like that got shut down with a bit of a bad news or something that you've had a little while ago. I so understand that you want to start feeling like you again. You miss your old, fun, excited, and energized you. So one of the reality of this is when we choose to make a decision. I can't remember who it is, but I remember reading or hearing it, and I totally agree with this. Totally agree with it. That when you choose to make a decision, you've got 5 seconds for your brain to talk you out of it. Yeah. So it's like when you choose to do something, you've got 5 seconds to actually get up and do it, to make that take the action. So I'd actually be doing a little bit more talking to yourself at night time, and actually letting yourself know that you're going to wake up in the morning and maybe go for a walk at a certain time. Because when you actually set yourself up to at the night time what you want to do tomorrow, your brain already starts preparing you for that, and then in the morning you actually just have to get up and doing it. But Ruth, I think you're trying to put too much pressure on yourself. As I said, it feels like the crown chakras and stuff like that are not quite doing what they're doing. If you want help with that, maybe make a booking. We can actually give you a bit of healing, or pop in for a Reiki with Beryl. She's fantastic. But it feels like you're putting pressure on yourself, and your system doesn't want that. I would actually looking more into like doing a bit of a dancing routine in the morning, popping some music on and just start moving your body. That's still moving your body. That's still getting yourself up and going without having to go to the gym or go to like a walking or whatever like that you're feeling pressured to do. Do something that's actually fun. Put some music on, sing, dance around the house, sing. I think that'll actually help a little bit more as well. Hope that helps. Hi Julie, I'm so glad you found the shop. That's so fantastic. I always say that you find the shop when it's time. We've been here 8 years this year in Mooroolbark, and yeah, that's just fantastic. Julie, so the other thing that popped into my head as soon as you asked me the question, do I have any messages? It feels like there's some shifts and changes coming for you. I feel like it's going to rattle and shake things up a little bit, but it's actually going to be a good thing. So just keep going, because it feels like there's some shifts and changes which are going to be good for you and for your family as well. Hey Faye, Brenetta, some guidance on, please, on my family. Sometimes with family, as much as we love them, we are not able to help them. Our best help that we can do is actually support them through whatever crap they're going through. It feels like there's some shifts and moves coming for you, Bonetta, and just support them. Just support them. Just be there, looking after yourself. Spending time with them, have some games, have some board games, have some, family time together. I know we're restricted, I think we're down to 5, but that's still, you can still sit down and have some family time, social distancing. But it just feels like as much as you want to support them, Bonetta, sometimes the best support you can actually do is just to be there, and there's actually that understanding that you can't help them sometimes. They've actually got to go through it. Alana, when will I start teaching again? They're popping the question into my head like, well, when do you want to start teaching again? Excuse me. I feel like in a couple of months, babe. I don't feel like it's gonna be. I think it's just gonna fall into place. I think you just put it out there that you want to start teaching again. I think it's just gonna fall into place. I feel like you're gonna be contacted by somebody, and it's just gonna work for you. But when you stress about it, it stops it, blocks it. It just feels like in a couple of months, but it feels like somebody will contact you. Julie, thank you. Yes, it's shaking at the moment. Yeah, it feels like there's big changes, big shifts. But I think it's actually going to be a good thing. You just got to hold on for the ride sometimes. And sometimes you're actually better off getting on the surfboard and actually riding the waves instead of getting dunked under. Sometimes you just got to hold on for the ride. I say to people, shit your pants and say yes anyway. Because either way it's going to happen, the changes are going to happen, it's going to all move and shift for you. So you may as well say yes and shit your pants along the way, because it's a lot better to do it that way. So I hope everybody's fantastic. I must get on the road. I'm going to pack the car. You're welcome. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone that actually sends me emails. Thank you, everyone that actually lets me know afterwards how much and fantastic this is actually helping them. I'm really enjoying offering this space to you. But if you have any questions, you can email me at qa@HappinessHeals.com.au. Jen, just a really brief one because I do have to go. Any questions on my health, please, Julie? Yeah, you've got to be moving more. It feels like your body's stagnant. I'd also recommend some breath work. There's a great YouTube channel called Pushing Beauty. She does some fantastic breath work, but it feels like you need to do some breath work in order to actually move the stuck energy that's in your body, but you've got to move it more. Same thing, instead of actually putting pressure on yourself to do like all this exercise and la 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 la, find some fantastic music and dance your little booty off around your house. I hope that helps. Wishing everybody safety, wishing everybody like an amazing time. I'm sending you big hugs, big loves, and I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. And thank you, Jan. You too. And if you have any questions, please pop them through to qa@HappinessHeals.com.au, because I do answer the emails ones first. Look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.